It's like 10:30 a.m. Sit in the sun, do some breath work. It feels so good outside. Another video outside. Sorry in advance for any sounds. I just love filming outside these days. I know it might be also a little bit windy. The sun is creating these beautiful shadows on my face. I want to talk about manifesting things, and I feel like this video might not be what you expect out of these type of manifestation videos where people like write down their intentions every new moon and things come into fruition every full moon and all that kind of stuff and ritualistic stuff. I'm not against that, and sometimes I do find myself doing that, but I don't really know if there's a method to my madness other than believing in the powers that are within. So I wanted to share some of my old manifestations and old kind of goals, I guess, from my little manifestation book, which is more or less like new moon intentions, full moon feelings and intentions, just manifestations in general, just random like little tidbits and thoughts and goals. Like it's not necessarily like completed Dear Diary signed by Casey thoughts. Just kind of in this space recently where I was kind of getting heavy, like feeling heavy. More often than not, we are good at looking at the lack. We're good at looking at what we haven't achieved, how much we have left to achieve. Honestly, the other day, somebody asked me, if they watch this, they know who they are, what my purpose was, or like what's my end goal in life. And for the first time, I honestly answered them, and it felt really, really good to be honest with them because I was being really honest with myself. I don't know about anybody else, but I personally hate that question. I think it's an ongoing process of creating, connecting, growing. Like it was at one point, like I want to be a YouTuber, I want to be a photographer, I want to travel the world. Travel the world is still a thing I want to do, but with traveling the world I feel like I would connect and grow and create. Anyway, let me share with you some old manifestations. I hope that this inspires you guys to kind of keep a little manifestation book. Where did this wind come from? I hope this inspires you to keep a little book of goals or dreams or whatever you want to call them. Honestly, it doesn't have to be manifestations. That just feels like a trendy word now. But like I said, recently I was kind of like thinking about how much more I had to go. And it was other people's pressures put on me, not me. It was expectations other people have on themselves that I felt like, oh, I should put this on me too. And then I looked at my old manifestations and old goals and I was like, yo, we out here doing this. You're doing it. Like this thing you said 3 years ago you wanted to do, you're doing it times 10. That's amazing. Just to like give you a little tour of my book, I don't want to share everything, it is very personal, but like I write like little lists, like little journal prompts. Like I have what makes me happy, a bit about nature, music, wrote a little about music, feeling my growth, my creative growth, travel. I have a list of books that I want to read and I've just been checking them off. Feelings to discontinue, and this feels really good to read because I am definitely at a higher point than a lot of these feelings. Just to name some, like I'm too much for someone, hindering parts of me so much to make others comfortable, distracted from my priorities and wishing I spent my time more wisely. And those three alone, I still sometimes have to work on, but I am nowhere where I was when I wrote that. I wrote 20 things I love about me, what feels like love to you, and maybe I'll make a whole video on that alone because I feel like that is a video itself. Valuable possessions to detach from. So like my car, my apartment, my laptop, my iPhone, stuff like that. Like I am not my possessions. I also am a huge advocate for vision boards, but I recently put my vision board into this book. I have a vision book, I guess. So I have like all my stuff taped down in here. You know, like stuff like that. And whenever I'm just feeling like, man, I need some inspiration, I can just open this and be like, oh, okay, all right, okay. So let's get into it, right? Some things that I have accomplished that I once wanted so bad. Remember when you like prayed for and wished for and hoped for, the thing that you have right now. In my diary from college, I wrote down, and I wish I brought it here, I forgot it. I have a lot of stuff, I'm on a hike. I wrote down to be vegetarian. I was like, you're gonna be vegetarian by the end of this year. It must have been like 2014, 2015. So that alone, right? I wanted to be vegetarian. I'm now raw vegan. What? And there was a point where I also wrote a couple years later, after being vegetarian, I'm gonna work towards being vegan. And that is crazy because I remember at one point feeling like that was such a far away thing. Like I was like, I don't know if I'll ever really be able to do that. I wanna do that really bad, but like, can I really do that? I am a raw vegan out here, y'all. That alone is such a an accomplishment to me because I literally used to eat garbage. Chicken tenders, grilled cheeseburgers, French toast. That was my diet. Didn't eat a vegetable, didn't do any of that. Didn't intend on it. And look where we are. I'm a whole rabbit. Once I traveled, my first travel experience, I went to Spain, Turkey, and Egypt. And once I got back, I was like, I wanna travel at least 2 places every single year. That's the thing I wanna do. Guys, in 2016, I went to London, Puerto Rico, Japan, and Ecuador. And your girl doesn't come from money. My friends who are watching know me, y'all know where I live. Just a matter of priorities, and it's really, really amazing. It makes me feel so good inside. What else do we got? This is just, I'm so excited just reading this. Oh, so a big one that is still kind of something that I don't really like to use the word working, but a thing that I am bringing into my life. To have financial freedom, being creative, and doing what I love. I'm not exactly where my mind would want me to be, but I am way past the point that I once was. You guys may or may not know, I work in the film industry here in Atlanta, but I do feel more aligned with my creativity now than I did before. I think before with creativity, I wanted it to work so bad. I was like, I just want this to work. I just want to like wake up and this will work, and I'm a YouTuber and I'm making money from YouTube, and this is all I'm doing. And I don't really see it as that anymore. Like I said, my thoughts and goals and everything are a little bit more fluid. So like, yes, I still have a job and I'm not independently financially free at this current moment, but it doesn't feel far away. I'm just not where I was as far as money goes. I wrote down, this was a recent manifestation, that I wanted to no longer let money own me and control me. Money comes and goes. It's not even real. So to let it like have a power over me is just like giving my power away. And once I really let go of money, it's everywhere. It comes and goes. I find money, like it's not even it doesn't even like excite me because it's just like, this shit is not real. It comes and goes, whatever. I know I talk about the Tao Te Ching so much, but it's one of my favorite books. I will link the audiobook down below. I listen to it pretty much every day. But the one quote that really like blew my mind in there was, continue to chase money. Your heart will never unclench. There'll never be enough. You chase money, there'll never be enough. So I feel like once I stopped chasing, I stopped running, because chasing is still running. And now that I'm just present and I'm just accepting things as they come and go, it feels really, really, really good. That alone is a manifestation that I thought I could never have. To better myself with yoga, learn headstands. So we're still working on this. I haven't mastered the headstand, but I am like, wow, progress. From when I first tried a headstand to now, your girl is getting there. And this might be like a little silly manifestation, but it feels really good to get that balance in my body that I didn't have before. Yoga really teaches you about yourself. Oh, you're not balanced in your life? What's going on? Or you're not stretched? What are you holding on to? Why can't you stretch? Why aren't you flexible enough? Yoga be telling you the truth. To be happy with my physical body. Okay, clouds. This was a manifestation I wrote back in college. To be real with you, I don't know if I've ever like really talked about it, but in college, I was definitely obsessed with the way my body looked. Towards the end of college, once I realized that I was gaining weight, to be real. I won't sit here and say that I was overweight and that I was fat or anything like that, but I noticed a change in my body. I was 21 and I noticed the change, and I got really, really unhappy with my body. Like I would eat something and be just immediately unhappy with my body. Like that sounds like an eating disorder, and it probably is. It wasn't like I would do anything after that to like harm myself. What's crazy about manifestations are they don't really happen exactly how you write them, or exactly how you, or they do, they actually do. They happen exactly how you write them, but it's not how you imagine it would be. So like for me, I wrote, I want to be more comfortable with my body. I want to look in the mirror and not like think twice about anything or pull at any skin or do anything. And I don't, because now I'm at a place where I am not my body. And that is, That's such a cool feeling, because I thought it was gonna be a transformation of my body just looking great and me just getting in the gym and like, I'm gonna just love my body. Now it's like, I'm not my body. I'm not my mind. I'm not attached to this 3D shit. Hi, airplane. And it's not to say like, if your body's unhealthy, forget about it. You know, the physical is kind of like the last warning signs or representation of the spiritual. There is still like physical improvements I would like to make. Sure, there's nothing wrong with that. It's not like I'm bashing myself for what hasn't been done, but I'm at a place where I really trust the process. I really trust the growth. And when I look back at where I was compared to now, I'm like, oh, yeah, we're gonna be okay. Save money. So I know I kind of already talked about money and stuff, but I have saved a lot. That is the beautiful thing with not caring about money. It started to be a thing I just would like put away. I guess to share a quick little financial tip for you guys, every time I get paid, I pay myself like I'm a bill. Like I'm car insurance, I'm paying Casey Bud car insurance. This much money every single time I get a check. And honestly, just doing that mindlessly and aimlessly, and I honestly don't have an end goal with the money. I've just been putting it away because what is money? I've saved up more money than I ever have in my life. It may not be a lot to a lot of other people, but for me, it's huge progress. To have my own creative sanctuary. So this was kind of in tune with living alone, which no, I don't. I live with Tay. But because Tay and I literally have been friends for 10 plus years, so I do kind of feel like I have my own creative sanctuary. I mean, the world is my creative sanctuary. You see that I'm outside, there's a train going, the wind is now here. The world is my creative sanctuary. It's not about just having my own place and making that it. Although I do feel like I have created my ideal bedroom. I will have a room tour coming soon because I am in love with my room. So this is an older one. Again, this is one of those ones where it's not exactly what I saw coming, but it's exactly what I wrote down. I wrote down to find a love where there's an even give and exchange and there is peace. Because ultimately, I think love should be peaceful. I don't really believe that it should be hard. I know a lot of people might feel differently about that, and that is okay. Married couples are gonna be like, marriage is hard. That's you, that's cool. To me personally, I just wanted my heart chakra to have peace. This one is tricky, I will admit, because I am seeing what that manifestation is. I am the even give and exchange. I am the peace. I am the love. And that's a hard pill to swallow, and it sounds cliche and whatever, but like seriously, not depending on anyone to fulfill those things or to fulfill any validation that I am seeking. It's all within me. Everything you need is within you. And once you truly understand what that means, like truly every single thing that you could ever need is already here. It's beautiful, it's a roller coaster, it hurts, it's painful, it makes me smile. It feels really, really good overall. I have now been single for 6 months. It's been a really, really fun journey. Self-love is really ugly. I don't know who said it was bathtubs and face masks and all that other shit, but it's ugly. I have a lot of love manifestations, to be honest. I'm not gonna read them all out loud because some of my business is my business. But for example, some of them are like, detach from blame, release any shame or guilt, open your heart. With love, I used to battle a lot, and I feel like I've detached from a lot of ideologies that were just made up and expectations that were just not even mine that I would put on other people because I felt like this is what they should be doing. So to be at this place where I feel like just totally where I need to be and I'm exactly where I should be, feels really good. It feels really good to not be holding on so tight to something, because that's how it breaks, guys. Okay, last one, because I know this video is long and chatty. I'm just really feeling it. It's a beautiful Saturday morning and I'm just chatty. So the last one I will share is also job related. I'm a Capricorn. What did you expect from this video? 2 things I had on my vision board that I thought were so far away that happened within the same year. This was last year. I had put on there, I want to get a $1,000 check from YouTube, because believe it or not, y'all, YouTube don't pay you shit. They really don't. That was an accomplishment for my small channel. So I put the $1,000 check goal on my vision board beginning of 2018. In August of 2018, I got a $1,000 check from YouTube. I cried. I cried because that had been on my vision board for a very long time, honestly. And this is again when I was kind of chasing money, but I guess the universe was like, all right, girl, I'm gonna give you this, but let go of money. This also just followed up the huge debt thing that I went through last summer. If anyone remembers, I got scammed and lost all this money and blah, 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 blah. And then the universe gifted me this, and I was just like, I did that. Me, like, I made that much money from doing something I love. I also paid off my car with YouTube money, which was a goal that I was like, oh my gosh, I wanted to pay off my car for so long. Like, it's possible. It's possible. It felt really good. The second thing was to do speaking gigs, speak to people about my channel and about what I do, and just kind of travel, but more business related travel, I guess. So last year, I spoke at the Build Your Own Brand conference. I met a lot of subscribers there, which was really cool. I was so nervous. I was totally not prepared for anything that guy was asking. Once it was over, I was like, wait, that was on my vision board. I didn't even realize that I was doing things to align myself to complete that. That's amazing. Yes. The power of writing things down and really visualizing what it is you see yourself doing. It is incredible what you can manifest. I hope that this inspires you to write down your aspirations, your manifestations, whatever you'd like to title them. It is what it is to you. Don't let anyone tell you what you should be wanting and should be making a goal. I have so many people a year tell me that I need to model and I should act and blah, 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 blah. And at one point that was like on my vision board. I was like, Wilhelmina. I even had a meeting with Wilhelmina at one point. Flew all the way to New York. I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. I'm manifesting Wilhelmina and modeling. Everyone said I should be a model. And I'm not like totally against modeling. Like, if you catch me doing some modeling things out here, don't judge me. But I was like, yes, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to be. I went to New York, told me I needed to lose weight. Was literally probably a 2-minute interview. Walking away from that, I was like, did I even really want that? That's why it didn't happen, because my heart was totally not in that. That was just other people telling me what I should do. So I was like, oh, I should do it, yeah. Anyway, I'm Chatty. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that this brought you some type of peace and some type of inspiration into your life. The power of the word, the power of the breath, and the power of energy is very, very real. So believe in it, because you create it every day. That is all. That is it. Sending you so much love. I will see you in my next video. Bye. There will never be